Americans are growing tired of the increased obligation to tip in the U.S.
Vicky Nguyen tells us about more and more people feeling the effects of tipflation.
Whether on a tablet or inside a jar, Americans say they're feeling pressured to tip more than ever before.
For what?
The option to add a gratuity now increasingly the norm, everywhere from coffee shops to self-service kiosks at the airport, even concert venues.
Do I need to tip? $20 seems crazy for them just bringing me a shirt.
People sharing their frustrations on social media, overwhelmed about when and how much to tip.
30%? This is my first time ever seeing that.
Am I just behind the times?
A new Pew Research poll found about 7 in 10 Americans think tipping is expected in more places now than 5 years ago. But only a third say it's easy to know when and how much to tip for different services.
The consumer is just absolutely tired of being asked to tip. They're tired of being asked to spend more money than they normally would on their goods or services.
According to the survey, most people still tip at sit-down restaurants, but the amount is up for debate. 57% of people say they would tip 15% or less for good service at a restaurant. About a quarter would leave 20% or more. But most people agree they don't like automatic service charges or suggested tip amounts. In New York, restaurant owner James Malios automatically adds an 18% gratuity to the bill for all customers.
So for our colleagues, it allows them to earn a living wage, rain or shine.
Malios says the surcharge should be no surprise because it's clearly posted on the menu, website, and bill. Beyond sit-down restaurants, the majority of Americans also usually tip their hairstylist, bartender, food delivery driver, and taxi or rideshare drivers. But there's no consensus on how much is the right amount. Tip requests outside the usual services increased during the coronavirus pandemic, when many businesses installed more checkout touchscreens.
Why am I tipping for a mobile pickup order?
Now, companies like DoorDash even warning customers who opt out of tipping their delivery drivers up front that they might have to wait longer for their orders. Younger adults are likelier to see tipping as an obligation, but overall, Americans tip less frequently at places like coffee shops or fast casual restaurants with no servers.
If you're purchasing a low-cost item such as a pastry or coffee, there's nothing wrong with you going above and beyond and showing your gratitude in the form of a monetary tip, but you're not required to do so.
That was Vicky Nguyen reporting there.